My hand was good.
Hi, my name is Aalia. I am Alexa Sharnal.
I am Giovanna Perry.
My name is Tina Chiganda.
I am Keeley Nathan.
Cinderella by Brothers Grimm. Prologue.
Cinderella, born from a wealthy fella. She done and lost her mother, and now her life is over. Her daddy got a new wife, now she's a maid for life. Go Alexa, go Alexa.
She had no bed, uses a hearth instead, and now she's digging the grave with daddy's twig he gave. Go Keeley. The tree grew tall, there was a ball. The king proclaimed the prince's wife be named. Go G, go G.
Cindy went to the tree, said, "Throw gold and silver to me." The bird said yes, and now she had her dress. Go Tina, gonna wrap it like it's your birthday.
She ran to the ball, leaving all in all because she had no floor. The prince took a chance, asking Cindy to dance. Go Leah, go Leah.
When she went back to her crop, the prince had set a trap, picking up a shoe, and said, "I gotta find you."
The prince searched through the land, trying to find his lost hand. He went to see some places to see no face. Sisters wanted to be royal, but they weren't very loyal. First foot didn't go, so she cut off her toe.
The prince saw the blood, thought, what a crud, the second heel wouldn't fit, so she just slit it.
The prince again saw the blood remain and said, "You will refrain." And then Cinderella said to the fella, "Give me the shoe, for it will please you."
The shoe fit, he said, "You are it." They went off together forever and ever. Word. Once upon a time, a wealthy man's wife became fatally ill, and as she lay on her deathbed, she called for her daughter and said,
Dear child, remain pious and good, and our God will always look after you. And I will look down on you from heaven and be near you.
and with these final words, she passed on. The daughter went to her mother's grave every day and cried in mourning. 2 seasons had passed when her father took a new wife. The stepmother brought her 2 daughters along. They were beautiful, but with evil, dark hearts.
Why should that stupid goose sit in the parlor with us? If she wants to eat bread, she'll have to earn it. Out with this kitchen maid.
The sisters took away her beautiful clothes and gave her an old grey smock and wooden clogs.
Just look at the proud princess, how decked out she is.
She worked from morning till evening. The sisters went to great lengths to hurt her. In the evening, she had no bed. She had to sleep by the hearth. And since she was always dusty and dirty, they called her
Cinderella.
Father was going to the market, and he asked what he should bring back for us.
Beautiful dresses.
Pearls and jewels.
And you, Cinderella, what do you want?
Father, break off for me the first twig that brushes against your hat on your way home.
The father brought all that was asked of him.
On his way home, he broke off the heavy twig that had knocked off his hat and gave it to Cinderella.
Cinderella took the twig to her mother's grave and planted it.
She had wept so much that the twig had grown into a beautiful tree.
There was a dove that sat in the tree, and it would throw down anything that I asked for.
The following day, the king announced a festival where his son would be able to find a suitable wife.
All the beautiful girls in the land were invited.
Come out here for us.
Brush our shoes and fasten our buckles. We're going to the festival at the king's castle.
Please let me attend the festival, stepmother. Please.
You, Cinderella, you're all covered in dust and dirt. You want to go to the festival?
Stepmother, please, I'm begging you. Please.
I've scattered a bowl of lentils into the ashes for you. If you can pick them out again within 2 hours, you may attend the festival with us.
You tame pigeons, turtle doves, and all you birds beneath the sky, come and help me gather. The good ones go in the pot, the bad ones go in the crop.
And all the birds that flew in the sky came and picked
Pick.
Picked.
in the ashes.
Barely an hour had passed When all the birds had picked out the lentils,
Cinderella thanked the birds, and they flew off.
Cinderella went to her stepmother with hopeful eyes.
assuming she'd be able to attend the festival.
Stepmother?
It's no use. You are not coming with us. We have no clothes, and you don't know how to dance. We will be ashamed of you.
once everybody had left, Cinderella went to her mother's grave and cried out,
Shake and quiver, little tree, throw down gold and silver to me.
The bird threw down a gold and silver dress and golden shoes. She put on the dress as quickly as possible and ran to the festival.
When she had arrived, her stepmother, father, and stepsisters did not recognize her.
She's so beautiful.
Look at that hair.
Where did she come from?
Never once had they thought it was Cinderella. They thought she was sitting at home picking lentils out the ashes.
He's not dancing with anyone else. He never lets go of her hand.
May I got in?
She's my dance partner.
When midnight struck, Cinderella had to leave. The prince had tried to escort her home, but she had run away so quickly. However, the prince had set a trap and smeared the staircase with sticky residue. Cinderella, rushing to get away, lost her golden slipper. The prince later found the shoe. It was small, dainty, and made of pure gold.
The next morning, the prince arrived at their house.
No one shall be my wife except for the one whose shoe fits the slipper.
I will try on the shoe first.
The shoe could not get past her big toe.
It was too big.
Cut off your toe. When you are queen, you will no longer have to go on foot.
And so off with her toe it was.
The prince took her as his bride and rode off. The two pigeons in the tree cried out,
Roop-de-goo, roop-de-goo, there's blood in the shoe. The shoe is too tight. This bride is not right.
The prince, startled, angrily turned the horse around and rode back to the house. This is not the right one. Don't you have another daughter?
There is I.
The second sister fit her toes in the shoe and squealed with delight. But her heel was too large. The stepmother again sought to the knife for answers.
Cut off a piece of your heel. When you are queen, you will no longer have to go on foot.
And so she cut off her heel.
The prince, with a hopeful heart, took the second sister as his wife. The two pigeons in the tree again cried out,
Roop-de-goo, roop-de-goo, there's blood in the shoe. The shoe is too tight. This bride is not right.
The prince was shocked, seeing the blood roll out of the shoe, staining her stockings red.
Furious.
He turned around and went back to the house with the fake bride. This is not the right one either. Don't you have another daughter whose foot might fit the shoe?
Oh no, there is only a deformed little Cinderella from her husband's first wife, but she cannot possibly be the bride.
Send her to me.
Oh no, she's much too pretty. She cannot be seen.
Please, I insist.
Come.
The shoe fit her perfectly.
When the prince looked into Cinderella's eyes, he immediately recognized the beautiful girl with whom he had danced.
She is my true bride.
As they rode away, the pigeons cried out,
Roop-de-goo, roop-de-goo, no blood is in the shoe. The shoe is not too tight. This bride is right.
At the wedding of the prince and Cinderella, the two sisters came wanting to gain favor with Cinderella to share her good fortune.
They walked
On
on
either side of Cinderella as she stepped into the church. The two pigeons pecked the eyes of the sisters, thus punishing them with blindness and for their wickedness and falsehood for as long as they shall live.